Beach Chaos, yeah. Oh yeah, I was playing with boy Johnny. It was pretty fun. Oh, oof. Stinky, yo, what's up, Teddy? Heads blocked me from hearing any response. Rip. I said, what's up, Teddy? We gotta get that ad money, you know what I'm saying? Honk. What's going on, Jake? You gonna be showing up to the lobby today? I'm doing okay. That's good. Thinking over it? It's pretty empty right now, so if you want to wait for a little bit, that's fine. So far, we got about 3 people in. We got Kimmy and Q, and we got a little 7. I think is one of Kimmy's champions, or Q's champions. I don't really know the character very well. I should buy 2 cups. Whoops. I was thinking I'd only need 4, but now I think about it. David's gonna want to drink some tea. So now I gotta get a cup for David. I feel like for some reason I've made a habit of going down this way instead of the actual path, which is really weird. How you doing? I'm doing alright. Decided to take a day off of Malta. I really wanted to come to this. I know that we have lobbies on Saturdays, but I've never been able to make one, so went ahead and decided to take a day off from Malta so I can make this. Yeah. I am currently dog sitting. We have 2 dogs in the apartment now. My parents are going to see Mount Rushmore with some friends. So they dropped the doggy off with me. And thankfully they are getting along with one another very well. My dog is definitely the alpha of the group, who very much likes to keep him in check. Even though he really does not need to do that, he does. Yeah, they're good. They're good doggies. He's a good dog. Whenever they gotta use the restroom, I'm gonna have to let them out separately because they get too riled up and excited when they're outside together. They'll never go. It was funny though, like Huey is the name of the other doggy. He was jumping up on my lap, or he was jumping up on me while I was just standing there. And after a little bit, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stop doing that. So like trying to put him down, settle him down. Yawns being very much. Oh, hold on, he's telling him off right now. Alright, kids. Hey, kids. Calm down. Jan's just keeping him in check. Yeah, he was jumping on me, and then Jan's just like, okay, that's enough. And then Jan got involved, and he's like, stop it. They're playing right now. It probably sounds weird with the voice changer on. Hey, what are you doing? You guys are so loud. Jan, stop, dude. He's the only one who barks, man. Huey does not bark. Hey. We're done. We're done. You're barking too loud. You're too loud. Stop it. I'm gonna put you in the kennel. Yeah. I just realized my mic wasn't muted whenever I was saying that. Ah, yes, the kennel. Mm-hmm. They've chilled out now. What a bed, John. Sniffing my GameCube, dude? I have no clue, X. I'm not keeping track of time, and David's not keeping track of time anymore. I'll say it has felt like a month or so, or maybe even months. He can't keep track of time really anymore. It's just felt like a long time. That's fair, yep. for that follow. Nice to practice movements in peace. Until the challenge courses. I mean, we'll see if anybody shows up, but for now, yeah, David's just practicing alone. Also, we'll pretend I'm hitting these targets. Gotta get the fucking circle chick, you know, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Fucking guns don't always go off, dude. I kinda gotta fix that a little bit. Alright, now we will be on our way. Oi.
Hello, darling. How are you?
Alright. Getting my stretches in, so to say.
Heard you were doing some, heard traces of whatever you were doing in Demon's Bane, at least.
As I stated, just getting my stretches in for today.
You'll have to say that again. I had a loud voice in my head. Say that again?
Getting my stretches in for today.
Ah, yes, wonderful, wonderful. I will personally be a little bit light on some of the visitors that will be coming by today. I don't have anything fresh for them to be dealing with, but I had asked if anyone wanted to still come by, and a couple of people will be coming by.
I see.
Otherwise, it's a nice, relaxing day. Maybe some Dodge training. Though again, my repertoire needs to be fleshed out a little bit more. I'm having difficulty with it. Dawns on me. I need to shift my phone a little more. Keep forgetting that form has an issue that I need to fix. Oh, by the way,
Burping up onion rings, Chad.
to elaborate on our mission next week, to get the crystals for finalizing the protective relics. Effectively, what will end up happening is that we will be a small handful, so about 4 or 5 people, going in there. When we get to the particular locations, I personally will be needing to focus on extracting the crystals, because on those layers, everything that happens down there can have reverberating effects. And so I have to be careful for the extraction of these crystals. And while I'm messing with them, that's going to be what pretty much causes us to be attacked. We're going to be in areas that simply are not supposed to be, traversed.
I see. So, utilize defense while you fiddle with your crystals then?
Effectively, yes.
Jolly good.
Make sure that they don't distract me. I'll be trying to do my best to take a more defensive kit, but at least between locations that we'll be going, I'll be able to assist in fighting off the hordes that might end up continuing to come at us.
I see.
I'm hoping to not have to deal with anything significant. Yeah. I will most likely preface before we head into the conflict to clear your head of anything that might possibly spark a warning. It's what I've referred to the clocks as now, as warnings, because that's effectively what they are.
I see.
Uh, the warnings typically would take time to manifest. However, what causes them to manifest is drawing on cosmic energy. This is why in a world down in the Warrens, it was almost a constant thing for them to appear. Which means that in these layers, not taking the time to make sure your mind doesn't push against those rules that the wish is trying to set forth, because it could easily cause one to appear. I'm not thinking that we should have any issue, and if anything, I could possibly utilize it as a test. Be it here nor there. Fact of the matter is that time will only tell. As in us actually going there.
I see.
Beyond that, it'll be the same typical conflict, same entities that we've fought. Hopefully it won't be too chaotic, but I can't make any promises.
Hope for the best, expect the worst.
Effectively. It will be, hopefully, making... allow me to try that again. Hopefully, it'll most likely be you, myself, Katsu here, and Sachi, and perhaps one, Curry. That's the other one.
Jolly good.
And this is hopefully making sure that time doesn't get in the way. It's always been my enemy, it's time.
Yep. Same.
Thanks for the follow.
Which is really interesting to say as a timeless creature.
Time's 9.
But yes, as for anything else, I'll simply be around, relaxing here with Katsuo, catching up and whatnot. If there's anything that you would like to have of me or request of me, will be here.
Very well, thank you. Boah! Boah! What? Why? Why? No! Don't do that! There we go, that's better. Thank you for the follow. Monka error, you know, I fucking know, right? Just waiting for anything to get fantastical. If not, waiting for things to get mildly interesting. If not, then just chilling. Shall we do the old meditation in the cave, chat? Gathering of cosmic energy meditation. Something of that nature. Yeah, dude. David's avatar needs updates, man. I am very excited for whenever I get to finally use the new one. Alright, I'm gonna sit on the ground. Let's see how many dogs decide to interact with me while I do this. Speaking of dogs, where is the other dog? Oh, he's right behind me. Okay. See how many dogs interact with me while I'm on the ground. Yep, it's already started. No, no. No, Huey. No. 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 I love you too, buddy. No. No, no. Dog sitting, man. Okay, Chad, I'll give you... Oh, no, now they're upset at each other. See, my dog yawns. Yawns, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. He's being protected. He's like, stop bothering him. That's what he's doing. Yawns. Hey, both of you guys. Hey. Hey. Stop. 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 It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Are we okay? Are we good? Alright, you guys can play. Go on. Well, don't bark so loud, man. We're trying to meditate right now. How am I supposed to meditate, my guys? Become dog magnet. Pretty much, dude. We're just gonna pretend. I mean, nobody else can hear this. The mic's muted, so... Also, you guys can't even fucking see the camera. Yawns, stop barking. Stop. 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 Okay, he's calming down. Stop it. Hey, hey, hey. Stop. 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 My dog is so much more insane than theirs is. Stop. No. I'm gonna leave them be. Let's see how they interact now. Okay, now they're playing. Yawns, stop barking, dude. Hey, stop it. No, don't bark at me. Don't bark at me. I don't want to throw a toy around. If I throw the toy around, will you be quiet? Hey. If I throw this around, are you going to be quiet? Yeah? Okay. Alright. Happy mediums, guys. That's what you got to do. Happy mediums. Something that calms them both down. Oh, no. Come on now. I knew this was gonna happen. The minute I'd sit on the ground, they're both gonna go psycho. I think we have calmed down now. Yes, I think we have found our peace. Good, good, good. I love it when we find our peace. Yes. Good, good. Now we can pretend to meditate. No, get off. Back. Sorry about the noise, chat. It's what you get whenever you got two rascally doggies. It is perfectly fine. Appreciate you, Eggs. See if I close my eyes, chat. See if we can actually do a little bit of calm. Oi. Just meditating. Yeah, wild bird doggo, yeah. Not a fourth dimensional one. My left leg is falling asleep. I need to move my leg. Also, oh, my left. Speaking of my leg, my fucking controller has died. There we go. Oh, now we're all kinds of. Ooh, okay. I think we have achieved Vector. We have woken up our leg. Alright, I'm done. I think we have meditated for a good bit. We have a couple new people in the lobby now, don't we? Yeah, Corona's in here. And then we have Yuna, of course. Oh no, my leg has not woken up yet. It is still asleep. Oh no, both of my legs are now falling asleep. Alright, that's enough meditation for today. Suppose that will be enough meditation for the moment. Off they go. Good morning, Mr. Wayne. Mr. Wayne, Master Wayne. Good morning, Master Wayne. Batman. Batman. No more Frozen? Dude, when was the last time you fucking saw my stream? It hasn't been frozen for weeks. Yeah, David talked to the Corps weeks ago and was given the option to essentially reverse time, I guess. David has a remote that basically controls Heaven's Reach now. Different area? Nope, same area. Still the same old Heaven's Reach. Or are you referring to the frozenness that's at the bottom of the well? Dude, I know for a fact that you have watched my stream where it has not been frozen. What Spider-Man? You're starting to scare me, dude. Yeah, what Spider-Man?
They do, but they also want to use the Eiffel Tower that they have. They have a miniaturized version of the Eiffel Tower that when you apply water it grows into the true size of the Eiffel Tower.
Why do you have that?
I have chaotic friends.
They have a plan to throw it at the end of this. So.
That kind of works. Just put it in a jar.
That is the plan. I have to put mayonnaise on it to shake it back down.
Mason jar full of mayonnaise? That kind of works.
Yeah.
The fact that you have to
I've
put
done worse.
mayonnaise on it. Like, adding water makes it grow. Okay, makes sense. Adding mayonnaise to make it shrink.
Though I swear there's a frozen area. There is a frozen area. It's under the well. Like the Fallen Champions or something. Yeah, it's under the well. I think that's what you're talking about. There is a frozen area under the well, and that's a memorial for Miku Hazuki. Or Niku Hazuki? Miku Hazuki. Niku Hazuki. I keep getting them convinced with Miku Hatsume. I love frozen area. It's pretty chill. If you want to do it. Yeah, I don't think Yuna's here, so we're just gonna talk to the core. And by that I mean the core, not the Yuna core. Oh wait, she is here. Never mind. Wow, she's fucking on top of things. She's watching me right now. For sure. Boy, Risa, hello, Core.
Hello, David.
How goes it?
It is going fairly well. What about you?
Well, I'm doing alright today. Got a few visitors.
That is good to hear. I
That
have
is-
fortunate news.
Oh,
If
I-
everything goes right, then I should be able to create an astral body for myself tomorrow.
fantastic.
I've been working hard, and it seems it will pay out. I hope. It all depends.
I look forward to it.
Thank you, my friend.
Oh, you're welcome.
Tell me, do you know anything about the developments of Sachi and his kid?
No idea. I have not left Heaven's Reach in some time now. So unless Sachi decides to visit, I don't know, and I haven't really been doing much along the lines of putting out fires.
I figured maybe someone would have talked to you.
Unfortunately no. Why, is there everything alright, or are you just curious?
It is merely curiosity, considering that Sachi has gained someone back really important to him.
Doggies are playing with each other again. Yeah, hey. Hey, hush. Hush, hush.
But, to be honest, once I can walk around again, I would like to take a closer look at Sachi's child, just to make sure that everything is
Yeah,
alright
stop,
with
you're so
her
loud, dude.
after spending so long in the in-between.
Would probably be for the best.
I agree. What are your plans for today, David?
I've just been training. That's about it. Went into Demon's Gate for a little bit.
The
Meditated.
first layer?
I have first layer. Don't really feel like going into the second one by myself. Not that I don't feel confident, just that I don't feel it's necessary right now.
It is a very isolating area.
My God, you guys, calm down. We're having a wrestling match right now, dude. I can't talk with you guys barking. What are you apologizing for, dude? I'm talking to dogs.
Are you okay?
Oh, I'm doing fine. Just a little bit of activity happening cosmically.
I see.
Has me distracted. gotta wait till they calm down, man. Then I'm gonna put one of them in the kennel.
If you need to take care of it, feel free.
I will. Give me one moment. Chat, we're gonna put one of these kids in the kennel. I can't deal with this right now, man. They'll have plenty of time to play whenever we're done. Okay. One of the two dogs has been kennelled. And he's currently just chilling with us in the room. Hopefully that means they're gonna be quiet now. Sorry about that.
You're quite fine.
Miss Q was informing me about the events of next week.
Is it the gathering of the crystals? Or is it something else?
The gathering of the crystals sounds a bit like we're going to be doing a bit of defensive work while she does her thing.
Ah, very good.
Yes. But no, I think monitoring and making sure Sachi's child is alright would be a good idea. Considering how long they were in there for.
Yes. Something that surprised me to see is that despite spending so long within the in-between, she hasn't aged at all.
How long were you, or was she in there?
I can't give an exact number, but considering how many travels she must have been through with the group of ravens, and as well as for how long she's already been gone, it might have been a couple of years at this point, up to around 30 or 40.
Damn. Damn. I know Sachi doesn't seem to have really changed at all. As far as getting his kid back, I had that conversation with you the other day regarding his attitude. And then, of course, he thanked you, so confusing as ever he is. Confusing as ever.
Indeed.
I don't understand him. I've explained this to you in the past, as far as, understanding him goes, but quite literally, prior to him coming into Heaven's Reach, he had explained to me that his motives were to turn us against him. He wanted to agitate most of us. He said it was part of some kind of plan. But then again, the plan also involved him getting into Heaven's Reach. So that plan, simply is stupid. It was, I don't understand why he would attempt to deter many of us when he wanted to get involved with Heaven's Reach in the first place.
If it was not for a charade, then yes, it would probably be very useless to fulfill.
If it was not for what? I'm sorry.
A charade. Putting a mask on in front of other people.
I don't understand
Perhaps he
the
could have
point.
made it look like. But yes, I understand that this was not the point. Therefore, this plan doesn't really make a lot of sense.
It doesn't. Nothing he does bloody well makes sense.
But like I have told you before, Sachi is not only one, but many.
I know.
I'm not sure to which degree this is affecting his decision-making.
I know. But that's the thing, Miss Riza, is if you want someone to be on your side, you need to be relatable, you need to be understanding, you need to open up to people. Right?
Indeed.
I have known many people, and I think the only one who has, I don't know. Sachi just doesn't make sense. I've known many a stubborn bastard, and he probably takes the cake.
He should be fine for now, though. And in this case, we can focus on the important things.
I know. I just don't want him threatening people inside of Heaven's Reach, that's all.
I share the same feeling.
Also wish he would drop his damn pride and humble himself a bit more every once in a while. I've seen Gormunder do that more often than he, and I've known Gormunder for a very short amount of time. At least it feels that way.
Yes. I have noticed that Sachi has a distinct hatred for powerful individuals. I'm not quite sure where this is coming from or what happened to him. But without knowing that, we will never be able to relate and truly understand.
I have a general idea of what happened. Time.
Would you like to share?
Years ago, and you'll have to forgive me, I didn't experience a chunk of this from the beginning. This is information I've read through logs, as well as experienced directly, and thus, because of all of this, filled in the blanks myself. Whenever I first joined the Lotus, the environment was completely different. And of course, the employees that were there now are a completely different batch than the ones that are currently there. The attitude was different, the environment was different. Despite the fact that it was still Zephyra City, it was a welcoming place, encouraging people to come in and be themselves. Many of the people that were there were active, friendly, and inviting. I myself met most of the employees and management directly, probably on my first day. At the time, though, I was a drunk bastard, and my priorities were mixed. Met a funny guy. He and I actually shared similar personalities, except I think he was more mentally ill than drunk, although I guess in a way I was pretty mentally ill myself. During, a few months that had passed, a bit of a force that the Lotus had to deal with, struck, to put it dramatically. At the time, the ZPD didn't really give a shit about Zephyra. There were very few lawmen about. It was considered to be a lawless land. If you wanted something done, you did it yourself. Vigilantes were very popular. The Lotus themselves did a good majority of the policing alongside of Aegis. They ended up fighting a bit of an enemy known as the Purge. I wasn't there for this part. I never fought them. Either I was too cowardly or too busy or just too focused on my own personal woes. So this is where I fill information in based off of ship logs that I have from a few friends of mine. The Purge was something that, the Lotus and Aegis had never faced before. An enemy whose goal was, strange. Someone who wanted to essentially reset everything, create a version of perfect order. They felt that the best way to create order was through complete and total obliteration. Everything dies. Nothing is left. No universe, galaxy, etc. was an exception. Nothing. The protocols of the Purge as well, as if it were to complete its goal, it would self-terminate. The Purge acknowledged that in and of itself was impure and without order. I don't really know much about their leader. However, I do know that there were two who were primarily involved with the Lotus. Unit H.E.C. and Unit Dread. These two units were commanders of the Purge. Unit H.E.C. actually was heavily involved with the Lotus, attempting to fight for them. They did not see the Purge as appropriate. You see, these two units apparently had developed free will. They were free-thinking beings, allowed to make their own decisions. And H.E.C. established that the Purge was irrelevant, and a false way of establishing any kind of peaceful, I suppose galaxies. He had felt that peace was developed through, just simply time. He did not feel this was the appropriate aspect. He believed in free will. Dread, on the other hand, his brother, pretended to have similar beliefs, while on the side developing the Purge, essentially growing it. And over time, a lot of people, to fast forward things a little bit, a lot of people were lost. Sachi had a good friend by the name of Seth. He was killed by the Purge. May, someone else who was very much in high standing with Sachi, she got permanently injured. She's no longer capable of combat. Her magics are gone. She's just a person now. Smaller, an employee of the Lotus, died. Their body was eventually repurposed for the Purge. Sachi was never the same after that. And this is something that I did experience. He changed. I was more involved with the second coming of various different wars after the Purge was over. Nobody knows really what happened. They just stopped. They went away. Then there was, the Church. The Hand of Zarus.
Yes, I remember.
They were next. I got involved with that fight. That was around the time that I was employed at the Lotus. I was new. Wanted to essentially make up for my sins, I guess. Wanted to do something with my life besides just wasting away drinking booze. I wonder if it was a good decision.
Have you met my ravens on the battlefield that day?
I wasn't there. I was there for the first wave.
I see.
The second wave I was involved with. Couldn't do it. The first wave fucked me up enough. I didn't want to get involved. I was there when we went ahead and when we attacked Flynn. And we trapped him the first time. It was a scouting party that took place that day while another party protected the Lotus. Sachi is a terrible commander. Myself and Chow, his right-hand man at the time, attempted to, we both verbalized with one another our lack of understanding as to Sachi's orders and almost went about our own objective. However, we felt it would just cause more chaos on the battlefield, so we continue to follow orders. I made some mistakes that day. And some people died that day. After that, I went on another one of my emotional events, and I was not seen for some time. The second coming of the Hand of Zarus occurred, and I didn't touch it at all. However, I did interact with Chow a good bit. And, well, Chow, once Sachi's right-hand man, eventually developed a bit of a hatred towards the man. You see, everyone that Sachi has ever known, that has ever gotten close enough to him, that he has ever developed trust in, either turned on him or left. Part of me blames him for that. It's his own attitude. As I've stated, he's too damn stubborn.
I see.
If they didn't leave him, they died. And he blames himself for that. I know for a fact he blames himself for Seth.
However, I do believe that Sachi was missing two very important aspects about these lines of story. Going back to the Purge, it seemed like, despite being leaders or commanders of a powerful group, H.E.C. and Dread had different views and opinions. And despite Flynn bringing Zarus upon the lands, there was still help from above, sent all the way. Not all is bad, and there is a balance within this world. But Sachi's hatred is generalized towards everyone that is remotely more powerful than himself. He shows little respect for Q, or Janice, or myself. Despite that, most of our efforts were to help him.
Yeah. You mentioned one of the reasons he's still coming here is to keep an eye on you. I told him that's my job, Sachi. He doesn't believe I don't mean anything about that in the negative, by the way. Moreover, that I'm just telling Sachi what he wants to hear. In part, it's true. If something were to happen, which I doubt, I would act on it. You know that. But nothing's going to happen. However, he doesn't believe that.
We can't speak for the future, David. There is something I must tell you. I've been holding off on it for a long time now. Simply because I feared that I would lose all my champions. But I trust you. When I was out there with Q and Janice, and we faced the King's Clock, something was revealed that I could have never imagined. I heard my own voice. The wish. I made it.
I have already known this.
You have?
Yes. Q told me while you were away.
I see. She knows exactly who I trust. Good on her.
She does. And I told her that I respect your decisions. I don't know what it was, but it was probably important enough for you to act on it.
I thought about it many times. After hearing all the previous clock's dialogues and combining them with the final result of the King's Clock, I came to the conclusion that some sort of conflict was created. We were all together. All champions were in the same room. Sachi was present, as well as myself. And something forced me to make that wish. The other pieces that are crucial to solve this puzzle are yet to be found.
I generalized that idea with all the champions being involved, and we've all known that a war did break out, something of that nature that caused us to all get involved. It aligns with my memory, being as there was something that occurred that caused Sachi to wish to have a conversation with me the night before, the night everyone doesn't remember. The night I had, Sachi and I had decided to, I suppose, make a pact in a way with one another.
A pact?
I feel like I have mentioned this one to you in the past, but just in case, I will reiterate. The night before no one remembers, Sachi wanted me for something. I don't know what it was. This was already, this was weeks after I had made the decision to essentially cause what I am today to occur. Because of this, I was very emotional, having trouble dealing with my own form. I could barely look myself in the mirror. I don't know how often you saw me back then, but I was a lot more grotesque than I am now, thankfully.
I remember. We talked to each other from eye to eye in front of the door that leads to the tower.
I see. anyways, that was the first time Sachi saw me like that. And, I explained to him essentially everything that had transpired that caused me to be what I am. Well, no, I didn't actually. I kept things rather vague. He knew, though. Primarily, I made it certain that he was aware of my feelings towards him. And that he's changed. And that despite everything and everybody being gone, I'm still here. And on that day I asked for access to, well, I won't go into details, but we'll just say it's something private within the Lotus. And he gave me access to this. Before the conversation ended, I told him I would help him in whatever it was I was helping him in. And I told I reached my hand out and told him, this will be the last time. Do not break my trust. And he took my hand, and he said, that goes the same for me. And we shook.
I see.
I have tried to continue, my trust with him. It's been hard. I don't understand him or his actions. And I am afraid that, well, judging by everything that I have seen him do after that, I don't know. I just want to see that man take it easy more often.
What can you tell me about his child, Calypso?
Calypso is incredibly innocent. I actually, ironically, despite my feelings towards her, I've probably interacted with Athena more often than I have Calypso. But,
Athena?
yes?
Calypso has mentioned that name many times while I was traveling with her. Who is that?
Athena is Calypso's sister. They used to share a body. Calypso is incredibly innocent. She is very trusting of Sachi, a very loving daughter. Sachi had, well, during another conflict, Sachi, well, he made another stupid decision and disappeared, essentially. Went into the Aether. It was a conflict that we had to deal with. Janus is involved, or, well, somewhat. I think you probably have heard him converse on what the Aether is and all that.
I have been updated on that, yes.
Yeah, well, we had to deal with that, as you're more than likely aware. And Sachi was inside of the Aether for, I think, for him, what felt like 7 years. For us was maybe 2 months. But once it was revealed to Calypso that this had occurred, she couldn't handle it. And I guess through anger, perhaps trauma, perhaps maybe just a deep-seated situation that had been there for eons that didn't show itself in the past, well, Athena sort of awakened. And with her awakening, she created a storm. I think you're aware of the storm?
Not quite. No.
Alright, well then I'll go into details with that as well. Athena created a storm. She was going to use it to fight off the Aether. She had believed that the quickest way to get the job done, to get her father back, was through sheer violence. Which, I can understand that methodology. To an extent. If anything, I can relate at least. Lotus couldn't really deal with the time period that Sachi was away, and Athena, for some reason, was placed in charge. That is something that upsets me greatly. Not that she was in charge, but that Sachi placed her in charge.
But was he aware of Athena at the time?
I don't know. Whether he was or was not aware of Athena at the time is irrelevant. Even if he would have put Calypso in charge, it would have been a stupid decision.
I see.
They're too young. At the time they were, at least. There were people
Were they
that...
just as small?
No, not just as small as they are now, at least. No, they were a good bit older. I would say, as far as appearances, in their mid to late teens. The problem is simply the fact that Sachi put two people in charge of the Lotus that had never ran the Lotus before. Calypso probably may have done a little bit more of a organized job compared to Athena, but Athena didn't know anyone there. And she made a lot of decisions based off of emotion because she wanted her father back. I don't
Oh, that
necessarily...
reminds me of someone. Sachi.
Yeah.
So you are telling me that we had this exact situation before?
Yeah. Except it was the opposite. Instead of the father going after the daughter, it was the daughter going for the father. This is exactly why I feel you should never have kids whenever you go about the warrior's path, for this exact reason. Because if you choose to do that, and if your child chooses to do it with you, then again, I reiterate, you need to prepare them for the day you do not return, and they, and you yourself, need to be prepared for likewise if they decide to follow you into battle. And Sachi clearly did not teach her that. Sachi's had hundreds of kids.
To me, it sounds like he should take his family and go as far away as possible.
Yes.
Restart.
Unfortunately, I don't think he ever will. Nor do I think he feels he can. And he's partially right. He can't. Not until he's dead. And that's unfortunate.
However, what you said to me was very interesting. You said Calypso has effectively regressed.
Athena has. I can't say I...
Both of them have.
It has something to do with the tower, I know that, as far as the regression.
Wait. That would somewhat explain why Calypso did not age.
You suspect the tower is keeping them from doing so?
No. They need each other.
I see.
But that is not natural. No. Let me think about it for a moment. No, If what I'm thinking is true... Hello, Q.
Hello, darling. How are you feeling today?
I am doing quite alright. I hope you as well?
Yes. I just figured I'd poke my head in here, see how you were doing.
Oh, I have some great news for you later, but I need to finish my thought.
Oh, of course. But don't let me keep you. I just wanted to make sure everything was okay in here.
We appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
If what I'm thinking is correct, then Athena is not Calypso's sister.
What?
But I don't know how... Wait. I remember Sachi telling me that his child was kidnapped once before.
I know she's definitely an adoptee for Calypso. Calypso was adopted, I mean, as most, if not all, of Sachi's kids were adopted children.
When I think about the technicality behind Calypso and Athena, knowing that Calypso did not age within the in-between, but could grow together with Athena, one of my thoughts is that Athena is something otherworldly, coexisting with the original host.
Where did you get that from?
It's simple. Without Athena, she cannot age. Some sort of pact has been done. Something that is biologically essential is not within her.
So you are saying that Athena is, Well, to put it weirdly, a symbiote.
In some way. I could only confirm that if I would see them both personally.
I see. But,
Ultimately, what made me think about this particular path is that you have stated that Athena has awoken at some point, as well as that the two of them were able to grow, and the fact that now that they are disconnected from each other, they both have regressed.
come on up, Huey. Come on. I see. Strange, I suppose, if that is true.
Have you talked to Athena before?
I have. As I had stated, I actually have conversed with Athena probably more than I have conversed with Calypso.
Tell me about her.
She is, well, she's an interesting one. Well, she's young, so therefore she's immature. But she does her best. She very headstrong. She led the Lotus, I would say, more through fear rather than respect. She knew what she was doing. Again, she did it out of emotions. She wanted to get her father back as soon as possible. I've been there. Unfortunately, you make a lot of mistakes. She broke a lot of relationships. A lot of potential relationships. I believe she's felt very responsible for a lot of things. And, for some reason, she developed an attachment to the champions. Perhaps as a way of repentance. Overheard her a few times, essentially, saying she wouldn't let anyone hurt us. Not that I'm concerned. But, the verbiage confused me. Prior, she would have, said otherwise, I feel. But you say a lot of things out of emotion. I warned her when she was, engulfed Told her I knew the path she was taking, and I know where it ends. And if she continues this, she's going to end up being somewhere full of regret. I did not respect her, and I made sure she knew this. I was not quiet about it. She never did anything about me, though. But, I don't know. In the end, can't say I'm not callous towards her. But I understand. And it
You
must be.
said she grew an attachment to the champions?
She did. She wanted to help us. Her helping us is the very reason she has regressed, I think. She fought alongside us to save Nomad.
What happened to Nomad?
Well, we had to get him to us, essentially. He had to travel through the drift to get to us. And unfortunately, the location that he had arrived at was not friendly. So we had to help get him there, and then get him out of there. Or, well, get to him and then get him out of there. And
Things are adding up now. That should be the reason why I could not contact Nomad with the Raven calls. While I had a rather easy time to locate all of you, I didn't know where Nomad was at the time.
I reached out to him. Somehow he was able to get a signal from me, and I explained the situation, and that is what prompted him to, arrive here.
And then Athena helped on the way.
Yes.
Did you see it happen? The regression?
No, I wasn't there for that. I was informed of that one later on down the road. Had something to do with a symbol on the wall. Perhaps they were messing with it or something, and then soon after that, that's when the regression occurred.
Oh. The 12s. Blue and orange.
I do believe that matches the description, yes.
That was me. I did not know in what kind of relation this particular house stood with you. But I knew that you were faring there, or at least some of you. And so I used my last-ditch effort to form these symbols on the wall, so that you may know where to go in the in-between. These symbols are completely harmless. manifested cosmic energy to portray a picture.
So you're telling me the,
Now that I think about it, they should still be there right now.
So you're telling me the regression occurred by chance? Nothing to do with the symbols?
Not by the symbols, but I also noticed that Calypso does not have a clock mark. Does Athena have a clock mark?
I can't say that I remember, to be honest. I know that the ones who have it are, at least that I can remember, are Luderick, Higgs, and Patty. At one point, Kokomi did. I think she still does. And, Esso as well. But, Esso is gone now.
The clock mark is something that stays permanently until the wish is lifted.
Hmm.
If you could find out if Athena bears the mark of the clock, I could make a little bit more sense out of all of it.
Well, what if she does? Then what?
If she does, then it would explain what happened. If she doesn't, that would make things a little bit more complicated.
Expand upon both sides for me?
If she does bear the mark of the clock, then Calypso would be the one who triggered the warning, ultimately was removed from this reality, while Athena was marked with the clock as a warning. If she does not bear the mark of the clock, then something completely unrelated has occurred, which would require a little bit more research.
I think the former of her having the clock makes a lot more sense. But I'll verify.
Thank you. After all, I could imagine that at some point Sachi will try to find out how to put the two pieces back together, right?
Yeah, he does care for both of them. However, Athena never really seemed... Well, I suppose when you wish for something so bad you don't know, and you... Well, sometimes you wish for something very badly, and then you get that wish, and then you wonder what it was you wished for in the first place. To put it simply, Athena didn't seem very fond of Sachi once he returned.
Oh?
Yeah.
She created a storm and spread violence to bring back Sachi, but at the end showed remorse and disappointment.
I told her he wasn't. No, I didn't tell her that. I just knew that. He wasn't worth it.
Interesting.
Not that much violence.
In the end, it is good to know that this individual was on our side.
Well, I think Higgs gave her a good enough spanking a few times. I had an opportunity once. Didn't act on it, but I was there. Higgs gave her a pretty bad spanking. Soon afterwards, the Aether showed up and decided to beat the both of them. I don't know what happened, but I can only assume she couldn't keep up with it. Champions revealed that, well, we were informed that she was injured with Higgs at the Misty Shore. I showed up. Ares was already there. She was prepared to do something stupid. Portion of me was too. I told her to stop. She didn't understand. I let her know if we were to do something to Athena, it would cause more problems. So I had conversations, and then eventually I left. She did the same. I wanted to make sure Athena didn't know that I was there.
I see. It is interesting to know how much history you had with Calypso and Athena.
Sounds like a lot, but in reality it was a very little.
What are your thoughts, David?
About what? I've
Would you
revealed.
rather-
Sorry.
Would you rather see them continue to coexist separately? Or would you rather want to see them combined once more?
Sachi would like to see them combined, I'm sure. I don't know. They seem to have gotten well along with one another together. And if it's for the best, then perhaps they should be joined together. However, she did not seem very fond of Sachi, whereas Calypso is. If I were them, I would live like to be able to forge my own path.
I see.
But the decision is not up to me, it's theirs.
Whatever the case is, at the end of the day, I might be able to help out in both outcomes. Considering if I think about the fact that, well, if Athena bears the mark of the clock, that is, the needed components for both to exist were replaced with cosmic energy. If that is true, I might be able to help join them back together, or even give them the ability to age while being separate.
What in the world is that? I'm not the only one who hears the random rocks tumbling, yes?
Rocks? I didn't hear any rocks.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that then. Perhaps an avatar I need to mute or something. Anyways, in the end I feel it's their
We
decision.
rambled on for a good amount. You don't have to stay all day here with good old Riza, David.
I don't mind the conversation, but I did see Fable here, and I have not conversed with him in some time, and perhaps it might be good to have some conversation.
If you see him, say hello from me, yes?
Ah, very well, will do. If I don't speak with you later... Oh, I'm so sorry. I keep interrupting you, bloody hell.
You are fine, David.
You're welcome. And, tell the Corps I said hi.
The Corps is already aware.
Well, I figured as much, but you can speak the language more clearly than I can. I'll talk to you later. Odd, he says. Yeah, dude, lots of things were discussed. Dude, oh man, I like the music in here. Latency is a bitch. It is, but I also have a habit of just fucking going. I've been told a few times to, I think a few people have gotten used to me and just kind of kept talking, even whenever I start talking, because I do need to be quiet. Oh, that's probably with the rocks I was hearing. Perhaps here, so... Yeah, for sure. Hello, Ucha.
Hey David, how's it going?
Oh, it's going alright.
Everything all good with the Corps?
Ah, the Corps is doing wonderfully.
Oh, cool. Last time I was here, it wasn't.
It's doing fine.
Been watching these two fight for a little bit, maybe 7 minutes now? I haven't been keeping track. The one I haven't seen here before, they use fire and ice at the same time. Doesn't that seem a bit counterintuitive?
Depends on your form, I guess.
I don't know. I'm not gonna pretend like I understand magic that much.
Need VR ready tomorrow. Hell yeah. Right, tomorrow I'll have some coming. I did read and hear your motherboard was apparently delivered to your sister's place. Yeah, that's exciting.
It's a slow day today. Not many people here.
This is probably my first. Actually, never mind. But yeah, no. It can. I don't know. Everybody seems to be busy on days like today.
I guess so. Hugh said they came here to relax, and I scoffed.
Oof. Whoops.
Soul of the Dragoon.
By the way, Luna, I hate.
This place is made for, but I think you've been doing anything but relaxing in this place.
You haven't been relaxing? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I haven't. If you guys have, then more power to you. But it feels like a lot of dumb shit has happened here lately.
Well, let's have some tea then.
I don't know if I'm in the mood for tea, David.
Then let's fish. You're like a cat thing. You like fish.
Cat? That's insulting. I have no strong opinions on except that they're stupid for falling for food on a line.
Have you ever eaten
Food
fish?
is the only thing I think about fish. What the fuck? I can hear that all the way over here.
Might want to do something fourth dimensionally. Can help.
I might want to do something fourth dimensionally. You're so right.
I'm sorry, I was gonna finish my sentence, so I started talking to Utsa. And by the way, there's probably gonna be a cut off a good bit, so I'm gonna try to talk fast. But I hate to be that guy.
I'm a bit antsy because there's things we need to take care of in terms of Nomad
I gotta
ship
listen.
and the facility still. Yeah, at least I don't know what's going on with that thing really. Nothing's been happening, and I'm getting a little antsy about it. I'm half tempted to go off and try to find answers on my own, but that's stupid dangerous.
Well, converse with Nomad as far as when he plans on doing some action. I'm just waiting on his, whenever he's ready. Hey, thanks for the raid game.
Yeah,
John.
it's not that easy to talk to, though. I mean, for you maybe, you guys get along great.
Me
and him, though, we get along
fuck.
like the bare minimum.
Let me know when you want to do the avatar work.
I know if I'd ask
For
for
the
a
David
flyer,
stuff.
he'd be
I have been waiting on you to
raring
do
go.
anything else. But I also do not want you to feel overstressed. So if you also do feel like you can't do it or anything, just let me know. I'll do whatever I can as far as the animation work goes myself. But yeah. I'm just excited and I'm sorry. I don't want to be that guy. I want to be like the guy that like stresses the other person out.
Actually, you know what? Interesting question. Hold my rod. Whee!
What?
Yep, crabs are still there.
Jolly good.
I was wondering they'd stick around.
As
Can't
far
even
as
see him that well.
as far as conversing with Nomad goes, the gentleman does not mind talking plans.
Yeah, I know.
That is probably his first language. Mission-based operations.
Not wrong.
I can relate. That's why we get along so well.
I feel like more often than not he'd like it to get done his way, though. Which is understandable. I get that. I can respect it. It's a bit difficult to work with sometimes, though.
he is probably not the most patient fellow out there, but
Oh,
I mean, he
definitely
can
not.
be patient if he has to be.
Yeah, at that point, is it really patience or is it just tolerance? They are loud over there. Hey, are we sure there's not anything we should worry about?
I'm gonna double check.
Yeah, you know what? I'll go with you. That was a slightly concerning sound.
Yeah.
It sounded a little bit dimensional.
Don't hold my rod.
Concerning.
I'm sorry. Just shoot me a message when you want to sit down with me. I am ready whenever. That's also why I brought it up, because I wasn't sure if you knew I was waiting for you or not. No, I am ready whenever you are. I'll shoot you a message maybe tomorrow after I am. Actually, no. Whenever I'm off work is around the time we're going to start doing lobby stuff. Maybe I think the time I'll be available would be a Tuesday.
Oh, it looks fine. There's still
Because
so.
I have work, and then we have champion stuff, and then I have work Monday, and then we have champion stuff, so. So, I can only assume the fact that they are still fighting, nothing occurred of major importance, or whatever it was their doing, but just in case, I'm going to check on the core.
Yeah, might as well.
Just peep the core and then walk out. That's about it. It might not be 2D sounds, Luna, as more as it's like just 3D with very wide range. I know my combat avatar has some problems with sound, and that's my fault. I just haven't touched it in forever, and probably never will, because I'm going into another combat model, so, you know, there's not much of a point of touching it, but unfortunately, I do have a problem where my sound does tend to carry, when it shouldn't. Alright, core is fine. In character, we checked the core. Out of character, we knew it was fine, but in character, we just checked the core, so whatever. 3D with a wide range is in stereo. I don't know, but it certainly is a cool sound effect, I'll give it that. Yeah, but hold my rod. I was holding back the thing to say that sounds wrong. I was holding myself back. Wait.
It's not.
Something I would use for HR, which is more troubling. Yeah, well, that's why I was worried. Cause I'm like, that literally sounds like something is happening in the core. I was thinking, like, are you, like, just straight up bringing Riza back right now? Because I could totally see you doing that. I was envisioning you, like, doing what you did essentially for Jin Bin, except for Riza. And, like, I could totally see that you doing that. Just being like, fuck it. We're doing it live.
Making sure I asked them if everything was okay, and they said yeah.
They were fine, and I checked the core. The core is fine, so more than likely just some kind
Not
of
dying.
big blast that they went ahead and did while training.
Yeah, big blast, yeah.
Tomorrow, if everything works. Good luck. If you need any help, let me know. I'm pretty good with
I
poopers.
guess Heaven's Reach is a place where you let
It's
off
kind of a
fireballs
hobby
if
of
you really
mine.
wanted to. Just as long as you don't destroy the island.
Alright. I've done work on 486 machines and 386
to-
machines, which are
Luring dumb fish onto
early 90s computers that run MS-DOS. That is a whole new ballpark of computing, I'll tell you what. It's
You know, I make fun
completely
of them for
different
this,
to
but,
modern
like,
days. Well, it's
we're
fairly
not
similar to
really
modern day
looking
stuff,
for
but
that.
it's also a lot harder. Can you repeat that for me?
Which is embar. Wait, what?
Sorry, I was distracted. What did you say?
Oh, I said I make fun of the fish for falling for the food on a line trick, but I'm gonna be honest, I think I'd fall for it too. Which is really embarrassing because I don't even get hungry.
You gotta understand, my friend, these are primitive beings. They only think in food and sleep.
Oh, don't say that. I just said I'd fall for it too, and that makes me look even worse.
So you're telling me if you were swimming around in the water in a line with a worm on it would suddenly become an attraction for you?
Well, maybe not a worm. I don't look at worms and think, oh, food. I look at worms and I go, oh, that's a worm.
Like a steak or something?
Maybe. I don't eat many steaks. Yeah, that last trip we took into that facility
I've
was
seen you rocks and
very,
we'll check on stream.
odd.
Yeah, but that was a Windows XP machine.
Very concerning and very alarming, really. Those are synonyms.
Windows XP is a lot easier to work with. MS-DOS is a whole nother ballpark, which I do have the equipment to stream
I'll say
an
this much,
MS-DOS
they really aren't
machine.
falling for it today, are they?
I've just been waiting until I get a house or something, or just the gumption to start doing it again, because I really need to upgrade my streaming setup. But I don't have enough room. My apartment is packed with too much bullshit. I collect too much crap. Lately, I've been collecting a lot of old Xbox games. Right now seems like a good time to start collecting original Xbox games before the price starts going up on them, because nobody seems to really care as much about the original Xbox.
Yeah. You holding up alright? Just generally speaking.
I've been doing great, actually. Probably better than I've been in a long time. Spending time here has been wonderful.
Fucking great news.
I haven't really been
Yeah,
leaving
I
very
sure hope
much.
you haven't
It's-
spent the entire time here.
Well, I left for a little bit to put out some fires. But I don't know, I've been learning new things, training in new things, learning important stuff. It's all in the end, of course, towards the end goal. I think it's very important that I stay
Right.
here as long as I can. But I agree with you.
I
should
guess.
leave every now and again. Just to say hi to people.
At least you agree with that. I was gonna say, doesn't staying here for long periods of time kind of make you a little...
Jittery?
I
No,
don't know.
no. I have Riza here, the core, I have Q, and I have Jinbin.
You got over Riza. Has she come out of the core yet? Or is she just staying
No.
in there for the time being?
Nope, she hasn't. Yeah.
Cool. Noted. I'm gonna assume that's for a good reason.
She's healing.
Yeah, that would be the good reason. Oh,
So
did you
do
catch one?
Do you want the fish, or should I throw it back?
I'm not gonna eat a fish raw.
I can cook it.
You know what? Keep it, sure. Maybe
Alright.
later.
Well, I have no way of storing it for later. That's the problem. I don't think we have a
Well,
fridge.
Well, I don't
I'll
think we can
catch
carry
one.
it out of here.
I'll catch
and-
one later.
Yeah, you know what? If we decide we want fish, then the next fish that gets caught is the unlucky one.
We do have the unlimited food source that is within well,
We have an unlimited boots. I didn't even know.
yes, the pot. There's a pot.
The pot? That's
Got
an
it.
ominous name, but
Well, it's a pot. That's what it is. I don't know what else to call it. It's a black pot. You open it up, there's food in it. There's always food in it.
so if you jump inside the pot, do you think it'd be dangerous?
I don't want to think about that one. I mean, that's probably like the whole jumping inside of
Probably,
the...
yeah.
I used to have this amazing invention that I don't mess around with anymore because I feel it's just... It just feels unnecessary. I don't know, too much. I don't know, maybe it's like a bit of a old man attitude, but I used to have this wonderful invention. It was a watch that I made. So I used to do some tinkering a lot. And, I could stuff a lot of things in it. It had the ability to hold objects within it. And it was kind of a shrink ray. I would aim at things and shrink them and put them inside the watch.
And you stopped using it? Dude, that sounds awesome.
Because it became irrelevant. Everybody and their mother started having bags of holding. I felt unoriginal.
Yeah.
I was like, bloody hell, if everyone has a bag of holding, then I don't want to have one anymore. I don't feel original anymore. So I stopped
You know, I
using
feel like if we took that invention to our universe, it'd be unique there.
Oh, certainly. I still have the watch lying around somewhere.
I feel
Actually,
like
no,
it's something
I
can't
don't.
just get rid of.
I think it got blown up, actually.
Oh, well, there it goes.
My apartment got
Theoretically
blown up.
speaking, because you can't really test it anymore, you think you'd store a person inside of it?
I never tested that. I actually only store one thing in it, and it was booze.
Oh,
Yeah.
Huh.
I had an alcoholic
I
problem.
like Dax would use it for that too. Oh, still?
Had. I don't anymore.
Had. Oh, I thought you said present tense. I was.
No, had. I had an alcoholic problem. Alcohol problem. Nowadays, though, there is no alcohol problem. My body tends to purge it because alcohol, in technicality, in the layman's terms, it is a poison. So my body doesn't really like poisons, so I can't get drunk at all. It was very difficult for me to get drunk before I was like this. But now I can't get it drunk, period.
Well, I guess it's one way to deal with the problem.
I was trying to get over it in the past, anyways. This
Yeah, well, I
remedy's
hear
for the
it's
best.
a lot harder than it seems to do so.
I mean, addictions in general are difficult to get over.
Yeah. I wonder if Dexter really tried.
They know how to
He
make
had an
things
alcohol
disappear
problem, too.
while storing it. Look for something. They know where the tiniest pieces
Never
are.
really got remedied.
She's a woman. Get a woman. I don't think David's planning on getting a woman anytime soon, if not
You know,
ever.
it's weird. I kind of miss him sometimes.
Even though he definitely turned on us and nearly killed us all.
You miss what was him. You miss the person
Yes,
you knew,
yeah.
and that's fine.
Yeah. Ambition's a scary thing sometimes. If you didn't have ambition to go on whatever journey you wanted to go on, then we wouldn't have any of these issues we have back in our universe now.
I've made a lot of mistakes
Hell, maybe.
because of ambition.
Yeah.
Talking about you and your apartment being full of stuff. Oh! Get a woman. As far as my life goes, I'm working on it. One day. It's been a slow-going process, but
Although
one
it's
day.
kind of an interesting thing to think about. He did die in the same place
Most
as
of the chicks I
Umbra did,
keep
so part of
finding
me
are
wonders if
psychopaths.
he's now in the tower too. We don't really have any evidence to support that, though. It's an interesting thought, though.
I'm not so sure I like it.
You have any idea what that statue up there is about?
I know a lot of these things are similar to the tower in nature, as well as ornaments of damn, I can't remember the name of the location, but it's where Reese is from.
Isn't it that one place you guys went to?
Yes,
God,
Yeah,
now
we
I'm forgetting
visited
what it was
there.
called, too.
it was a name of woman. Julie. Julie.
Yeah, I heard it was eventful.
Hello, Paint.
Kind of, at least.
Some bad shit. Zyway, that's right. Julie! Name a woman! Name a woman! How's it going, Paint? Zyway.
That's what it was.
It was a nice place. A bit chaotic, but that's our fault, not theirs.
I mean, if you're calling it chaotic, and I dread just how chaotic it is, because calling anything chaotic around here just seems like
Again,
a low bar at this point.
that was our
no,
fault.
wow, you
We
know a lot better than I am.
made it chaotic.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Gormunder is a very silly fellow whenever he's, but also an amazing actor, I'll give him. Yeah, amazing actor. We all did a bit of acting. Finish. That's good.
I'm not sure I like Gormunder being an amazing actor, considering, you know.
So crazy.
I wouldn't say he's crazy. I think he just has ambition. And
Oh boy, that word again.
oh yeah, actually, maybe he is a little crazy. But I don't know. No. He's a sane fellow. He just turns the wrong way sometimes.
You think? I wanna believe that. I'm trying to.
It's a bit hard to sometimes, though.
Yeah, me too. We have a plan. There's a plan to get him taken care of. It's just a matter of him getting here.
Oh, I hope it goes
I'm
well.
so proud of you, my boy, in general. Yep.
I'd love to have a conversation with him without him trying to knock my head off.
I'm proud of the game.
I haven't really helped in that regard, so...
Okay, sounds good, Luna. He a little crazy. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little.
Oh, look, I got one.
Oh! Congratulations now. Get it off.
Oh
the
yeah,
hook.
we're gonna toss it back.
Oh, there you go.
Getting it off the hook.
Good job.
Listen, I don't have, like, bodily functions, so I... Oh, you said get it off the hook, not eat
Yeah,
it
you
off the hook.
literally did. You threw it back in. I would hope you didn't throw it in with the hook in its mouth.
I thought you said eat it off the hook. I was like, I'm not
No, I
doing
said
that, David.
that would be weird. That'd be a little
would be weird.
barbaric.
Yeah, a little bit. You know, thinking about it, I probably could eat raw food and be fine, but... I don't know,
I've
it just doesn't
had
seem very
to
pleasant.
resort to eating raw food in the past. No, it is not pleasant. Bloody hell, I've eaten dirt.
You've eaten dirt?
Yeah,
What the hell led you to eat dirt?
it's the way my body operates. It needs mass in
Oh.
order to regenerate. Anytime I'm in combat, I'm constantly losing portions of myself, having to grow it back. So, I need mass to be able to replace the portions lost. Unfortunately, the longer I'm in
So-
combat, the less more mass I tend to lose, which is why I have to eat anything that is around me. It's awful.
So... Yeah, at that point, anything's on the table.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah,
awful,
this
but it
is
sounds a
David.
little bit convenient, doesn't it?
This is
Being
David.
able to consume anything just to heal yourself. It's probably not the best thing in the world, but... I mean, you got a lot of options.
No, but a lot of things taste terrible. But anything works when you eat
Yeah...
it. Has he always been this? No. Oh, Paint, you're confusing David with Johnny. The guy you were mentioning the other day, the blue guy? That's Johnny. That's this guy. Whenever I was talking to you as Ratchet, I think you were confusing David with Johnny. David's a character that I play probably a lot more than Johnny, so that might be why you got the names confused. No, it's all good. It's all good. That's why I was kind of like, I don't know a Johnny who's or a David who's blue. I know a David, but I do know a David. He's black or something like that. I don't know.
do we have any plans that we're trying to set into motion now? Seems a bit quiet on that front these days.
Well, the plan originally was to rescue Riza, but Riza has returned. So now, we revert
Yeah.
back to the original plan. And that is train for the time we go to the in-between and the tower.
Right, and the whole thing with Scarlet, that too.
Yes, that as well. That is one of the reasons I haven't left. I want to get as much practice
Oh,
as
really?
I can.
Yeah, I could probably stand to do the same.
You're
That's
welcome to
weird
stay.
to me.
There's plenty of room on board. There's a lot of houses that no one really tends to use. Hell, the ones that have been claimed don't get used very often. If you wanted to bunk in them, I'm sure Ares or whatnot wouldn't mind.
It's tempting. Maybe if I stayed, Nomad will come looking for me, wondering where I went. And then we can pull him into a trading session.
It's
That's
all
kinda
good.
funny.
It happens. Good practice.
Speaking of which,
Very confusing. He seems very hesitant to use the whole.
simulation thing we have of Scarlet Kane, which, I mean, I can imagine why he's hesitant, but at the same time, it seems like a useful tool to use, no?
I think he's afraid he might lose himself emotionally. But I think he needs that.
Not to interrupt you
Yeah.
two in your fishing, I was going to let you both know that I'll be heading out.
You want to fish before you go?
Nicosia. No, I'm good. Thank you,
Okay.
darling.
All right. Well, I hope
You have a good one.
You as well. Both
Yeah,
of you.
I was probably gonna head out
I
in a
love you,
second
as well.
too.
Unless I stay.
Have fun with the Kool-Aid ice.
Oh my god, I completely forgot about it.
Oh, thanks for reminding me.
ADHD.
Oh, perfect.
Garfield idea.
Yeah, we have a theory. I'm gonna drink a bunch of Kool-Aid and see if I can't blast people with Kool-Aid ice. It'd be fun if I drink like red Kool-Aid. Would it be red ice? See now, thinking
I
about
think
that, it
you
makes me
would
want to do it more.
terrify your enemies with red Kool-Aid shooting from yourself or whatever. They think it was blood.
You know,
And then
You
they
know,
drink
that-
it. And they're like,
that's
oh my
even
god,
better."
I'm a vampire. I like this taste of blood.
oh man. No, you're just tempting me more and more now. Oh man, I'm about to make a huge mistake. Oh no.
This is the Tower of Champions stuff. More specifically, this is Heaven's
Oh,
Reach,
man.
which
Oh,
is
that reminds me of
kind
back
of
in
an
the
area
old days with
between
Purple Lotus when I
places
used to
to,
drink watermelon slushies all the damn time. I'd change my colors while I was drinking them to look more like a watermelon.
allow the champions to relax and train. It's part of the Tower of
Not even
Champions stuff that's been
intentionally,
going
it's
on
more
for a long
involuntary.
time, revolving around like the memories forgotten and all that whatnot.
I just really like the slushies, I guess.
You know, I don't think I've ever really had Purple Lotus's watermelon slushies. I worked there for a while.
I don't know if it'd be your thing. It was my thing because I was naive and playful back then.
No, humans and synthetics are welcome here.
Not so much now. Now I can't drink those things without having bad memories, so that's cool.
It is though, like so far, like if you're in though, you have to basically have an invitation, and that's mainly just for in-character
I
reasons.
wish life was like back then still. I didn't have to worry about anything back then. It was carefree, and I just hung out with people all the time. It was so simple.
Yeah, this has been pretty carefree for me, despite all the events.
Yeah. Guess. Now I gotta worry about all the drift bullshit though that's going on here.
I mean, a day here, Rutsa, is different for everyone. Time is different here.
Yeah.
train, and you don't have to worry quite as much about everything going on outside.
That is a tempting offer. I think I'll take you up on it. Maybe I'll stay a night. Or what I assume to be a night. It's kind of hard to tell time here, isn't it?
Well, if you, I mean, you'll have made your own sense of time. You know. Look, I mean, it's night right now. See, it's just what is a night and a day out in here is, well, a lot shorter than it is out there. See, a few hours in here could very well be a few, well, several hours out there, if not maybe a day.
Yeah, it's a lot to think about, isn't it?
Actually, no, the opposite. I'm sorry. A few hours in here is but a few minutes in there. Or seconds, even.
Yeah, like I said, a lot to think about.
Yeah.
It gets very confusing.
But, if you want, there is a home that has not been claimed. No.
Oh, yeah? Well, I don't know about claiming, because I think claiming is for champions, really.
Well, you don't need to claim it. More just a place if you'd like to call your own for the moment. Let me show you. Yeah.
You know.
It is very pretty. Luna has done an amazing
There
job.
was no fishing for today.
She works on just about all the maps that we work on, and it's insane the amount of time that she puts into her stuff. Very, very, very good work. And she's in the chat right now, and she can probably hear me saying that. It's, the door in Dragonspire, if you've ever been to Dragonspire, Paint.
You still here?
There's a door in Dragonspire that leads here. Probably paying her respects.
Probably.
Something I should be doing a little bit more often.
Should I be doing that?
Haven't actually been meaning to. Stop on by there. It's a pretty busy lobby
I don't really
these
know how to
days.
pay respect
I don't go to
somebody, really.
Dragonspire very often, but it's pretty busy. You just, you just stay there in silence, maybe say a few words. That's about all there is to it.
For as talkative as I can be, I know a little thing or two about being quiet, so I could probably do that. Oh yeah, is it this little house here?
Yeah,
Kinda cute, isn't it?
this little guy, yeah. Gormander
surprised
almost
no one's
claimed
taking
this
it.
one. He wanted
Oh
some.
yeah?
He felt he wanted something that was away, or kind of in the. But then he, said, well, maybe if I have something that's away, I would be called a coward. And he went on various different rants. But yeah, nobody's claimed this one. I'm pretty sure the
Really?
beds haven't even been slept on yet.
He really fears about self-image a lot, doesn't he?
He does. Mondays and today. Tonight there will be
You have any
actually be
idea?
a lobby. What's that?
Big wooden block. What's the big wooden block here? You have any idea what that is?
It's a shelf. It's for whatever we want it to be. It's a shelf. Maybe you could put clothes on it. It's a chair. You
Put a
can
big
sit on
mattress
it.
on it. It could be a third bed.
You could put a mattress on it if you wanted to.
So what you're telling me is this is the perfect house for sleepovers.
No, actually, this isn't the one. I think Ion's home is the perfect house for sleepovers. He has
Oh, you think?
bunk beds. There's bunk beds in there.
Oh, you're totally right.
I think he has 3 bunk beds in that house.
Yes, 3. That's so many bunk beds, man. What do you need?
That or a
How's
bunk
6
bed
people?
and another bed. Yeah.
Why have we not had a party?
Yeah,
on
but there's
Iron Fist?
one tonight, probably within the next hour or two, Dragonspire lobby, and then there is, and then they do it on Mondays as well.
Alright, well, yeah, I think I'll
Hey,
stay
give me
here
for the
for
ride.
a bit. I might lay down and take a nap, though.
Sounds good. I'll be around.
Sounds good. I'll let you know if I need anything, because you know this place better than I do.
Will do. Sounds good.
I won't stay too long, because I don't want to go cuckoo, so...
Oh, you won't go cuckoo. But have a good one.
Probably not. You too.
Good, good. Looks like Q is already cleaned up. What's up, Coffee? And fellow raiders. I might actually be ending in here pretty soon, but before I leave, I think I need to pay my respects. As I had stated earlier. Oh, there's a hurricane going on over there? Also, went looking and can't find a not expired link to Dragonspire. Maybe I can invite you to their Discord real quick? Hold on, I'll do that in a minute. I'm gonna do some in-character bullshit here real quick, and then, let me see if I can send you an invite to their Discord. Hello again, friend. I hope, wherever you are, that you are well. If you are in the tower, I hope you are well there. If you have passed through the veil or whatever, so to speak, then I hope you have managed to find the others and said hello to them for me. I haven't visited Calcifer's memorial in some time, and I feel like I really should. Pay my respects to him and whatnot. There have been some very confusing things that have been coming out about you, Miku Hazuki. The Hong Moon Hero? Wonder if you used it as an alias or if you truly, were. I suppose we'll find out one of these days, that or we never will. Due time and all that. For now, friend, as I always say, if you are there with them, tell them I said hi. Share some stories. let her know I got plenty of stories to share myself whenever I come back. But as she told it, but it won't be for a while. Not a long time. Have a good night. It coming kind of out of the blue, but yeah. Dude, that sucks. I hope you guys are gonna be alright. I haven't heard anything about it, but probably just because I don't really check the news. The best robot grill. Does this grill cook brats? Steaks, maybe? Yeah, I'm joking. Yep. 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 Shoot. I should probably stop by the Dragon Spire at some point. I think there's some information that Heggs needs to be filled in on. I have not seen him ever since Ariza showed up. Also, should pay my respects to Cal. But for now, let's take a nap.